Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 17 of the Renegade of Wrestling. I am your host, JJ Williams. We are here live at National Sports Grill, and WWE Over the Limit has just ended. I'm sitting here with Mr. TW Jeff Meacham, my regular Divas and Wrestling co-host, and the lady killer, Ray Larkin, throwing up the freaking attitude adjustment here. Whatever.
He's Ray Larkin, but you already knew that, of course.
Yeah, seriously. He's the lady killer. That's what he is. We've been there. We've done this shtick. It's time to move on. Okay, we started off the night with R-Truth and Rey Mysterio. No surprises there, I think, right? R-Truth won. You lost that one, lady killer.
I thought Ray was going to pull it off. I mean, he had the moves. He had him down. And R-Truth...
But he didn't have the truth. And the truth shall set you free.
You know, I said this on, whenever I said it, when the hell did we take that show at Long Beach? When did we take that show?
I don't remember. It's all a blur.
But I said flat out, if truth does not win, the heel turn is useless. So, you know, we're doing it. We got it.
Seriously. This isn't, you know, freaking Hollywood. You're not Steven Spielberg. We don't need different camera angles. You're going to goof up the shot. We apologize. The regular cameraman couldn't be here today.
No, but let's shout out, boy.
He's at his nephew's birthday party, so we're not hitting him.
Individual replacement, Aaron does the same shit. So,
Stat Boy is on the camera. Go ahead and say quick, what's up, Stat Boy?
What's up? I got stats. I'll give it a few minutes.
We want viewers, man.
Second match of the night. I don't even remember what it was.
what the hell happened next? Seriously. Help me out here, please.
IC title match.
Stop moving the camera! Big shout out to the homie Josh for supplying us with his vintage Intercontinental Championship.
This is the Randy Savage section of the belt right here.
Yeah, there you go. R.I.P. Randy. We already saw the tribute. 1,100 views.
Thank you, Aaron!
But anyways, Intercontinental title match. Big Zeke won, but he did not walk out with the strap. A huge disappointment as far as I'm concerned.
So do we win that one then, or how do we call out?
Usually when we do the pool at the house, it's just, if they win, you win.
All right.
So that's what I was going off of. So, you know,
2 for 2 then. All right.
I just think that Zeke made Wade Barrett look like not even a mid-carder, like not even a curtain jerk, like a dark room match performer. I mean, it was terrible.
With all respect to the audience, he made it look like a little bitch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry guys, sorry about that.
Big Zeke should have won the title flat out.
Yep.
Otherwise, his whole break from the core is for nothing.
But they need to keep the core together. They have to keep the core together. We got to sell t-shirts.
There's capital punishment endorsed by the president himself.
That's right. Barack Obama doing a capital punishment promo. That was hilarious.
Wow.
That was hilarious.
That was useless.
Next on the agenda, I believe, was Chavo Sin Cara, or excuse me, Jobber Guerrero versus Sin Cara. Botched of the night. It could have been match of the night, but instead it was the botch of the night with that horrible finish that Sin Cara delivered.
It's one of those things where the replay ended up being his entrance. I'm just throwing that out there.
Seriously. Again, no big surprise. We knew Sin Cara was going to win on the pay-per-view debut.
Right.
But seriously, the greatest thing to come from Mexico since Rey Mysterio, and he botches his finish. This kind of reminds me of Ultimo's entrance from WrestleMania 20, where he freaking slipped and almost fell on his ass. Twice!
No, shout out to Ultimo.
Hey, that was because it was the 20th anniversary. You know, how to get the 2 hits and 2 slips.
Yeah, where it all begins again.
With the Lucha, you're always going to get mistakes every now and then, you know.
Every now and then?
Every now and then.
It's a botch fest.
It was a little bit of a botch.
You cannot have your pay-per-view debut have a botch. You can't do that.
No.
It was sad at the end. They end up, instead of the last highlight, the finisher, they showed the entrance. They just showed his amazing.
Which he botched for like a month and a half before he finally got it right.
I am waiting for the time where he jumps on that trampoline, catches his ankle, and he's out for a year. I'm just saying.
He'll be fine.
Tag team titles were next. The Nexus challenging Caden.
Bullshit of the night. Sorry, guy. I apologize over
You
that.
know what? I appreciate CM Punk with his Macho Man tribute on his birthday. Went up there for the flying elbow, and he missed it. That was a fail of Titanic proportions.
My question is,
Seriously.
where did Caden
belts.
Well, no, can tell we squashed one of them on Friday.
Yeah. After that, we had Randy Orton versus Christian.
Hands down, best match of the night.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, Divas match. I forgot it.
No,
I forgot the Divas because everybody else did. Half of the venue here got up to go take a piss. I'm just saying. And Karma didn't come out to save the day.
Disappointing.
all I know is, you know, this whole twin magic thing, I get it, they're cute, and it's funny, and whatever, but they're making the whole division look like more crap than we already think it is, number one. Number two, the anonymous Raw GM manager is looking like a retard right now because he's supposedly in the back somewhere. You think he's got a monitor going, wait, the Twitch just switched for the 986,000th time. Let's ban the other one from ringside. Shout out to Carlos Mencia.
After that was Orton Christian, match of the night.
Match of the year.
That was better than Triple H Undertaker. It was better than Shawn Undertaker. I'm sorry, I'm a catch heat for it. That match was awesome.
The emotion riding in this room was the $44.95 that these people pay. Jesus, man.
National Sports Grill, the entire 10, 20, 30 was virtually behind Christian. There were a couple Orton fans here, but the majority of this building was behind
Everyone
Christian.
pulled for Christian at the end.
Christian throwing his temper tantrum like he did when he was the champion of Europe, awesome throwback. Gotta shout that out. I was waiting for DDP to come out and tell him, you know, it's not a bad thing, it's a good thing.
Have you seen Paige lately?
Yeah, anyways.
You wouldn't have recognized me if you did.
He's doing his YRG and losing all kinds of weight.
At the end of the day, me and this guy have been supporting Randy Orton for 7 years, almost 8 years.
Ever since he came out with that farmer comb down haircut.
Yeah. So we're saying the right guy won.
The right guy won, but everybody wanted to
I'm not going to walk off on the farmer haircut because it's not there. I'm not going to walk off on the farmer. Okay, all right.
I appreciate that.
And then the night was great, and then we get to kiss my face.
The Lady Killer has walked off because he said Michael Cole to go 3-0. And once again, just like when he said Dolph Ziggler would never be world champion, the Lady Killer was proved wrong.
But you
already knew that. It was what it was. Jerry Lawler had to get his victory. Like I said on the Dad's Prediction Show, Michael Cole's already Hall of Fame bound with the way the storyline arc has been going. And King is already going to induct him based on the fact that that's been his biggest feud. So the fact that King won was virtually irrelevant. What did matter was the appearance of Bret Hart at the end to make sure that Michael Cole lived up to his word and kissed Jerry Lawler's
It was a mark fest in here, let me just tell you that right now.
I was wishing that I had been wearing my Bret Hart shirt because I have that shirt that he came out in thanks to the 85% blowout clearance that Shop Zone had that put money in his pocket because of stock boosts. I have that shirt.
Hey, you know what? I gotta give Jay mad respect. He got screwed tonight. He thought we were all gonna be sporting the Nexus stuff. He came in gear ready to go, and dipshit over here, the stockholder, wears his C Nation shirt.
Oh, I tricked
him. I purposely flat out said, I'm not gonna wear the Nexus. I'm supporting the guy that I want to win the WWE Championship.
Which brings us to that match.
They did exactly what we said.
Seriously, they did it. We called it on the prediction show. We said the only way that The Miz would win is if they went Rock Foley. They went Rock Foley, A-Rod fucked up, the match restarted, and this guy, John Cena, after just a couple of whips to the back of The Miz and an STF, made The Miz tap out. John Cena was treated like his name was Kunta Kinte for 18 minutes, and then a couple of whips to the back.
Now I'm getting the stats from Statboy here.
Okay, yes.
Anonymous message.
Yeah, a text message on our iPad from the anonymous Raw GM.
Like I said to Cole,
Now listen, WWE Universe listing of 7 briefcase shots, 14 cane shots, smashed by steel steps, thrown into guardrails,
Suplex on the steel stage,
kicked off stage,
hit by monitors, 17 belt whips. That's Cena still wins.
And hit with the microphone. Hit with the microphone.
What the heck? John Cena should have given up. I know you're a stockholder and you think stocks go for Cena wins. You know what? This is a recap show. I'm going to bring in the biggest anti-Cena fan that I know, my homeboy Josh, the one who loaned us this. Go ahead, step into the shot. You might have to crouch down to get in the camera, Josh.
Right here, baby.
Overall, what did you think of the pay-per-view?
Overall, pay-per-view was alright, you know. The only thing I disliked was that the passion of John Cena. That was irritated me. After all the blows, after all the chair shots, the chair shots, the steel steps, all that, for 2 whips, what was that? 3 whips, 4 whips, and an STF? Why? And then for him to just celebrate was just pathetic in my case. So, you know, this was bad. It was bad. The ending was horrible, but the Christian and Orton match stole the show that night. That is stolen the match of the last 2-3 years, I think. But anyway, let me get louder here. Let me give a shout out to LMJ. I won't say who that is, but I told you Cena would be alright. I told you he'd win. I told you everything would be cool. And we'll talk later, but I done told you.
Alright, there we go. I want to send a shout out to her too. New friend of mine, thanks to this guy. You'll be alright, girl. Hang in there.
Alright. Well, all the Make-A-Wish Foundation kids John Cena visits, that's what he does it for. He does it because everything's down right now. He's putting WWE on his back, and that's why I'm wearing this shirt today.
I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's test Ray's little theory here. What was stock prices Friday when the stock sold?
Friday about 10 change.
Alright,
I'm interested to see what the stock opens Monday morning. I'm curious.
We'll see when it closes tomorrow, because that'll be the true test. Here's the day to trade.
Yeah.
And if stock prices go down from, let's say, 10.50, you're going to have to come on to the Renegade or on to Dad's and admit that you're wrong, that Cena does not bring stocks up. Fair enough?
And fair enough, but merchandise will skyrocket. You two gentlemen will have to admit that you do that the T-Nation. Okay, baby, okay.
For this episode of the Renegade of Wrestling, I want to just go ahead and apologize to y'all. If the music is drowning us out, they just couldn't adjust the volume enough. But for the Lady Killer, for Mr. TW, and for the special guest Josh here dropping in, thank you again for loaning us your IC title. I am the Renegade of Wrestling, JJ Williams.
We'll see you on
Thank you
there.
to Stat Boy for shooting this, and we'll see you next time.